So like, I'm on a family trip type shit. All right, you see the crypto arena, Bron. I hope you get it back together. So like, I'm coming from Jersey, going to Cali. So like, a lot of shit. Like, I consume some content. I had to hurry up and download the shit type shit. No service on the airplane. So when I get off, I end up getting sick while I'm in Cali. I ain't gonna lie. Like, the first couple of days, I fuck with Cali. It's a nice vibe. Two things about Cali. One, the air quality is dog shit. You're not gonna see no stars. Like, I ain't talking about celebrities. I'm talking about stars in the sky. And two, you might actually see like human shit on the ground. The shit is mad disgusting, bro. But I fuck with the vibe though. But anyway, so I'm on a family trip. So I wasn't gonna do a video, but I was like, I'm gonna just touch on some shit. Cause like Danny from the Stop recently put on, like, he did a video saying how Joe is having a problem with people fucking with his ops, right? This is Joe Buttons on an ego trip, power trip, bullshit ass drawing right now, bro. And I fuck with Joe. This is silly shit. You know why? Because a lot of us, like, I was familiar with Danny from the Stop before, like, Joe would have him on like his little Twitter spaces and shit like that. So I was already familiar with his content. But like, when Joe was having Danny on his spaces, yo, Danny was in, like, Danny can be toxic and he can be biased, and I have issues with some of his opinions and shit like that. Nothing crazy, but I just feel like the nigga be biased sometimes. But I do fuck with his content type shit. You know what I mean? I'm probably gonna end up, after seeing this corny ass nigga Wallow act like a dick eater, I'm probably gonna end up subscribing to Danny. He got a little, I almost said OnlyFans. Hey, yo, that's crazy. If Danny from the Start had OnlyFans, that's crazy. But I'll probably end up getting his Patreon for he said it's $3, and I want to support like black business type shit. I know Flip said he not black, but like, he do urban shit. Like, and like I said, me and Danny got differences, but I like $3, that's the least you could do to support like an independent creator type shit. You know what I mean? But like, Joe Buttons was bringing Danny on Twitter Spaces. If y'all see me wiggling my nose, it's because a nigga don't feel good. Like, I ended up getting sick in Cali. I don't know what it was. But, like, a nigga ended up, like, bringing Danny from the Stop all on the fucking Twitter Spaces and shit. And this is highlight of Danny being a piece of shit nigga towards the whole podcast. He was violating Ice. He was violating Ish. He was uber violating Queen's Flip. He was violating Imani. He was violating everybody. And Danny, like, was always on Joe Budden's spaces. Like, Joe Buttons was bringing him to the stage to talk spicy. Joe Buttons was bringing him to the stage to talk shit. And he was actively beefing with motherfuckers on the podcast. So for Joe to say that, like, sometimes, like, don't get me wrong, I fuck with Joe Budden's content type shit, but he could become a dictator and a fucking hater out of nowhere, and it don't make sense to me. Cause like, I've been consuming so much Joe Budden content my whole life, whether it's rapping, him or a nigga like me. I ain't gonna lie to you, like, I just fuck with the nigga Joe Budden swag type shit. Like, I feel like he hold it down for Jersey. So a nigga like me don't feel like do I watch reality shows? No. But if they say Joe Budden's going to Love on Hip Hop, I'm like, I'm going to check it out, because he like a Jersey nigga. So I know he going to do some toxic shit, like some passive aggressive toxic shit, and he be doing it. This shit be funny. But when he act like this, when he act like a dictator with his cash, that shit just corny. Like, Joe, you stay fucking with the ops. You was fucking with Danny from the Stop. Danny was violating niggas every fucking day. Like, this is Max when this is before I started recording videos. And shout out to all y'all that got my videos to 300, because nigga, that's the most I ever got on a video. So I fuck with y'all for that. Like, that shit made a nigga one day record this video even though I'm on vacation even more, because I was like, oh shit, some people watching that type shit. You know what I mean? I fuck with it even when motherfucking like 17 people watch it. Like, I just appreciate y'all. And it was like 6 people that liked the video, so I appreciate that. But yeah, so like, Joe, you was fucking with Daddy from the start. This nigga was bombing on everybody. And then y'all remember when Adam 22 had came to Joe Budden's podcast, and he was arguing. They was talking about some hip hop shit, street shit, some pro-black shit. So it was Adam 22, it was Joe Buttons, and it was Ish, right? It was Ice on there too. Maybe Queen's Flip was on there, but it's really Ish, Joe Buttons, and Adam 22 arguing, right? So a lot of niggas do corny shit. So a lot of niggas was like, yo, Joe Buttons and Ish got aired by not Danny from the start, Adam 22. No, that's not what happened. What happened is, if you familiar with my other videos, Joe Buttons and Ish was trying to outstreet Adam 22 the whole time. So they trying to beat him over the head with this pro-black street shit. But them, like, if you're familiar with my other videos, yo, I fuck with Ish and I fuck with Joe, but they can't overdo shit like that, because niggas don't look at them like that. I don't give a fuck where they from. Niggas ain't looking at them like over street niggas and over pro-black niggas. Shit, I mean, I ain't even gonna get into the fact that, like, Ice and Ish was trying to get fucking Joe to donate some suits to the young boys in Newark, and Joe was like on some hating shit, like, like some extra shit, whatever. He do whatever he want with his money, but Joe do weird shit like that type shit. So anyway, so after that happened or whatever, fucking so everybody separated ways after that episode and shit like that. Yo, that boy, if you're not familiar with No Jumper, like, I watched a lot of No Jumper. Adam 22 was like disrespecting the fuck out of Ish. Like, he was really making it his mission to come at Ish. I don't think a lot of people like knew that. It was like at least 2 to 3 episodes where Adam 22 was really trying to be like on some disrespectful shit towards Ish. And even at one point, Joe Buttons brought the episode up. He didn't bring the episode up, but he brought it up to Ish, like, yo, you gonna fire her back? And Ish was like, no. But y'all know Ish ain't trying to get no back and forth, because he not no social media nigga like that. And I was like, damn, I thought it was corny. Like I said, I fuck with Joe Buttons. Like, Jersey nigga, he put it on for the state. But he do corny shit like that. So for him to be like, oh, if you fuck with the ops, he gonna feel away. Like, yo, I hate when Joe turned into a fucking dictator, bro. Because he's the first. What's starting to happen is people, like, you know how they say Mark Lamont Hill got a hive, and Ish got a hive, and Willis Ford got a hive, and Ice got a hive. Joe is getting mad because his so-called ops genuinely fuck with these niggas that he don't fuck with. So it's making Joe mad, but he being petty because if a nigga don't fuck with Ish, that ain't gonna stop Joe from bigging him up. Joe will bring the nigga on the show. He don't give a fuck. And I understand, like, granted, do I think Joe Buttons could do the podcast by himself? For the most part, yeah. Like, not by himself, but Joe is the main ingredient. The nigga not just the ingredients of the food. The nigga's the kitchen. He's the pots. He's the pans. He's the heat. No Diddy. He's everything. He's the chef. He's the apron. He's everything. Don't get me wrong. But he do need other people to be there to bounce shit off of. But like when Joe act like a dictator, like I remember when the show, it wasn't in shambles, but that shit was looking weak. And like Ish and Ice appeared, and they really did like do a good job. And remember, these niggas is not podcasters. These niggas is not entertainers. The most entertaining person, not entertaining person, because I never thought it was entertaining, but like Ice was like popular on Twitter type shit. So like Ish was like raw, no Diddy to the whole shit. So like, yeah, like you got to give them respect because they came off the street and did that. And Joe don't always give them proper respect. And like I said, clearly Joe Buttons was carrying Rory and Ball, and I disagree with Danny from the start where he says Rory and Ball are better than the current, like it was better than Ice and Ish. I don't agree with that because I don't think Rory is clearly better than Ice. I would say Rory and Ish are a tie, and Ice is better than Maul. Like, everyone's better than Maul. If you familiar with my other videos, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. This ain't no hate. Like, this ain't no hate. At this rate, Melissa Ford is better than Maul. Maul is trash, bro. I just started, I never watched that podcast. The Rory and Maul shit. I barely ever watched it. But I have been subscribed to it, but I don't watch the episodes. They had an episode with the bull Mecca with Math Hoffa. They was talking about Math Hoffa. Y'all already know what's going on with Math Hoffa. Nigga tacky as hell. But he one of them niggas started getting in line, like, didn't know how to act. He was busy worried about flexing on niggas instead of paying the bills. We'll do a separate video for that. But, like, the way Maul was just interacting with Mecca, it's just like, damn, Rory was carrying the whole interview. And like Rory is too loyal to the motherfucking soil because he could get Maul off that show and just had that black drum. Yo, if Rory replaced Maul, I swear to God, that shit'd go. Maul is just terrible, bro. Lead too cool for school type nigga. Don't even get me started. But anyway, but yeah, like that nigga Joe gotta stop acting like that. He stay fucking with the ops. He stay putting himself in positions where he could be in a mess. You seen him at the Knicks game, 50 Cent sitting right in front of him. I don't know what transpired. They had a conversation. I ain't even gonna get into that because like it is what it is. Like 50 act like that. Joe gotta, it's like when I say I'm a black nigga, like I'm a black nigga, like I'm so familiar with my culture and my people. Nothing's worse than a black nigga that go to therapy, and as soon as they start going to therapy and they feel like therapy working for them, they start telling other niggas how they need to go to therapy. You know how fucking irritating that is, bro? Joe Buttons is the master of that. So he like, I don't know what was the point. I know Joe Buttons is biased when it comes to like Ja Rule and Irv Gotti because he got love for them, but like it don't matter if I was 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. If you tried to stab me, if you tried to shoot me, in 50's case, I did get stabbed. In 50's case, I did get shot. Yeah, I'm going to have an issue with y'all forever. It don't matter if I'm in my 50s. What the fuck? I'm 40. If any nigga that ever did me wrong on some physical shit, yeah, nigga, when I see you, I'm still staying on business. Like Joe and Ish, they coming from a perspective of like, oh, you gotta let that go. No, you niggas gotta let that go because y'all don't take care of y'all body. And like I said, I'm not the most in shape nigga, but we watched y'all play basketball. Y'all couldn't even do no moves. Joe Buttons had a lean gut. He don't drink no lean. Of course, y'all niggas can't stand on business from shit from the past because y'all not physically capable of doing it. Unless the person just is out of shape as you. But when you got real OGs and when you got real people that you fuck with, like real OGs always keep they shit sharp. I don't know what OGs y'all niggas have. All my OGs, like, not my dad. My dad wasn't in and out of jail. My dad was on some military shit. But all the real OGs, they always been on some shit like, yo, stay in shape, stay sharp type shit. You niggas that got these OGs that allowed y'all to get fat or y'all got fat OGs, I can't respect it, yo. I just can't respect it. That's something that y'all got that I can't respect. But yeah, that's all I really wanted to touch on. Just do a quick little video. Joe Buttons basically causing controversy, talking to the podcast like little kids. Joe, I fuck with you. You gotta stop, bro. You fuck with all the ops. You fuck with all the ops. Everybody know I'm not the biggest Mark Lamont Hill fan or Megan. I almost called this bitch Megan Good. What the fuck is this girl's name? I told y'all Kelly got me spent right now. I can't even think about her. I don't know. I can't think of her name. Melissa Ford. Y'all know I'm not the biggest Melissa Ford or Mark Lamont Hill fan. But if I made 77 videos disrespecting them, there's a chance that Joe will pull me up on Twitter Spaces like, this is the guy that he be doing toxic shit like that. I fuck with Joe. He do toxic shit like that. I know. I ain't gonna go into a long rant about this, but I know recently DJ Academics was saying he boycotted the Joe Budden podcast because Mark Lamont Hill, yo, I'm not even a Mark Lamont Hill fan like that. He has been doing better, but he's still like, when they got into the flat earth subject, now granted, I want y'all to know this. I'm really into science and shit like that, right? I'm a dork for this shit. Science and history. I do not believe the earth is flat, okay? I remember where that was becoming popular on 4chan. If you're not familiar with 4chan, don't get familiar with 4chan. This shit is toxic wasteland. Straight brain rot. But anyway, I don't believe in like flat earth, right? So it's Ish, Ice, and Mark Lamont Hill talking about flat earth, right? Yo, this is the problem, and this is where I can't stand a black dude like Mark Lamont Hill representing our culture from a political standpoint, and some political people will view Mark Lamont Hill as, oh, he speaks for the black demographic. You remember how they used to do that shit with Charlamagne? They were like, oh, Charlamagne speaks for the black demographic. No, the fuck he didn't. He never did. He never the fuck did. That was the craziest thing to me. So Like, they talking about flat earth, and I don't believe in flat earth. Bro, Mark Lamont Hill is like, yo, you don't believe in like the science, you don't believe in this, you don't believe in that. And Ish and Ice are coming from a perspective like, no, they don't. As a person that doesn't believe in that, yo, I do have an understanding of, no, I don't necessarily just believe what people say just because they're a doctor or any of that shit. No. They tried to bring up the pandemic. Melissa Ford had like a slick comment about it, but to be fair, in the pandemic, people lied to us about certain shit. Was it okay to get shots? Yeah, it was okay. Was it okay to wear a mask? Yeah, it was okay. It was good to be helpful. It was nothing wrong. But certain things they did lie about, and that's okay. Like, you know what I mean? So when they talking about it, it's just like, all right, I wish they would shut up because I don't want to hear people talk about flat earth. But when they say like it's hard for them to believe people, I get it, because science is always subject to change. But when you're really a fan of science, science is going to always be a subject to change. Science is not a definite answer. It's a lot of trial and error. That's the best thing about science. You just trial and error. So we always come up with new information. So when new information is found in science that disproves past information, it doesn't mean science isn't working. That's the proof that science is actually working. You know what I mean? But I do have an understanding when people are like, yo, I don't know if this shit is fake, flat or not. Like, I disagree with that. But they have lied about a lot of shit. I would just if I could tell Ice and Ish to be careful, because some of this shit I don't want to like, I know about a lot of conspiracy theories, you know what I mean? Sorry, y'all, my allergies kicking my ass in Cali. I know about a lot of, like, shit in Cali, or whatever. Not shit in Cali, but, like, conspiracy theories. Some of these conspiracy theories is meant to lump in all the conspiracy theories to make all conspiracy theorists look like idiots. You gotta be careful with that shit. Like, all of it is not meant to be taken serious. So while we spending energy on flat earth, we lose out on spending energy on 9/11 or what really happened with the weapons of mass destruction, shit like that. You know what I mean? So we just gotta pick and choose when you really fuck with conspiracy theories, because a lot of conspiracy theories have been found true. So you just gotta be careful of like what you fuck with, type shit. But that's all. I'm sniffling. I got sick on a family vacation, but I did squeeze in the video, and y'all got my joint to 300 views. I really appreciate that. If y'all can, let's just keep grinding. If y'all can, it do help me pop up on people's other algorithms. If you like the video, if you got time, I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm asking y'all to do it. A nigga like me don't even always like the videos, because I don't like having a bunch of like videos. But if you can, like the video, subscribe to the channel, I'll fuck with y'all. All right.